Dave here, and welcome to another episode of 18 Days to Halloween, 18 horror movies and 18 horror movie reviews. Today we're having a look at the 1997 dark fantasy horror movie Wishmaster, directed by Robert Kurtzman, and for the first film was executive produced by Wes Craven. This was kind of developed by Live Entertainment and others as kind of like a replacement franchise for like Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger, Hellraiser, Pinhead, Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th. They wanted to create a character to build a series around. So they came up with this idea, which is the Wishmaster, which is basically a djinn, better known as a genie, which is known in textbooks and literature, and mainly from sort of the Far East, from like centuries ago. There's references to it, and in religious lore and things like that. And when they were writing this, they actually looked at those textbooks for sort of information and references to put this together. Now it's one of those really kind of silly, hammy comedy horrors, sort of. Again, you know, there's, as in any like this, there's still its shocking moments. There's still things that catch you a little bit off guard. But basically, the premise is. Movie starts in a construction, a docking yard, where they taking delivery of packages from storage containers and sending them out, different things across America. And one of the guys is that's moving these boxes is drunk and ends up damaging this box that is taken off a container, and it's this statue from the Far East which has got this fire gem in it, which contains the djinn. This is found by someone who basically pawns it, doesn't know what it is, sells it off, and it's taken on by a gemologist who is doing some work on it, is exploring what it is, seeing how it's cut, seeing how old it is, seeing where it's come from, and he ends up releasing one of these djinns that's been trapped inside the Firestone for centuries and centuries. And the basic idea is that the djinn will grant 3 wishes, like we normally imagine of a genie, but because it's a horror film, it's kind of like twisted, and a lot of these wishes are granted very literally. So for like an example, in the film there's a woman that wishes to be like eternally beautiful, so like he turns her into a shop mannequin, which is crazy and mad, but it's kind of exactly what she asked for in a way. So it is granting the wish, but it's kind of twisted like that. There's another one where a man wishes to like have millions of dollars. He's like wishing for money, and his mother takes out a big life insurance, then dies in an explosion in the plane, and he gets the money. So he gets the money. Another one is in a lot of physical pain. He wishes for the pain to end, and so the djinn kills him, which ends the pain. And the idea is that the actual risk, the high stakes in this, is that if somebody does ask for 3 wishes and 3 wishes are granted, then the Firestone is then charged up with that person's soul who made the wishes, and that can kind of free the rest of the djinn from their realm into like the human realm, into our realm, our reality. So that's the kind of stakes that are going on through the film. But there was lots of very interesting things with that. It was obviously they had 3 sequels from this film. We had Wishmaster 2 Evil Never Dies in 1999. We had Wishmaster 3 Beyond the Gates of Hell. What a lovely title that is. And Wishmaster The Prophecy Fulfilled in 2002, and we've not really seen much of it since. I would imagine there'll be a reboot of it at some point where it'll be done slightly better. Wouldn't be surprised at all. But yeah, that's where we are with that. But they did fill it with lots of really cool horror references and horror actors from previous franchise and films. Like we've got Robert Englund from Nightmare on Elm Street, we've got Kane Hodder from Friday the 13th, we've got Tony Todd from Candyman, we've got Ted Raimi from Evil Dead, and a few others. There's a lot of Lovecraft references in there as well. So that's very, very, very cool that they did that they brought those people in. Just trying to look at others that we had. We had Wendy Benson, Tony Crane, Rico Ross, Andrew Divoff, who played the Djinn, who did a really good job of that. To be honest, as a villain, he did a really good job with a bit of a weak script, but it was pretty good. Tammy Lauren, yeah, I think Joseph Pilato we had as well. Just trying to think of what else they had. Yes, Ted Raimi from Candyman as well. Rico Ross from Aliens, Joseph Pilato from Day of the Dead, Reggie Bannister, the voice of Angus Scrimm from the Phantasm films, Jack Lemmon's son Chris Lemmon, and George Buck Flower. And we had an early appearance of Vern Troyer as well, who was later in the Austin Powers films, who plays like a mini version of the Djinn when he's first released from the gem. So that's quite good fun as well. So yeah, as I say, we had Wes Craven, but he was only an executive producer on this film. He didn't really have much involvement in the others, probably because it didn't take off and didn't really come together as well as what he was hoping. I mean, it was shot on a budget of $5 million, it's quite a low budget for 1997. Made about 15 million at the box office, so only a small amount of profit. But yeah, it didn't do particularly well at the box office. But yeah, a good fun film, and yeah, I thought it's one of those really that's a bit naff, a bit rubbish, but you know, it has its funny moments. The casting's quite good and quite fun. Like I say, the fact that you've got horror actors from lots of other franchises are chucked in there. You know, got a lot of good people involved with it. Robert Kurtzman, Wes Craven. So yeah, it's not what it could have been. But it's a good fun idea. I kind of do like the idea of what they were trying to do with it. I think it was quite interesting. And the fact that we're still talking about it now, I think it did have a impact on popular culture. People kind of know of it. I mean, they probably don't talk about it in too many sort of massively creditable, it's amazing kind of terms, but it's kind of one of them where you go, yeah, it was okay. It was a good bit of fun, bit hammy, bit silly. You know, like I said, the odd moments that are crazy and a bit horrible and gory and well done, and good performances from the actors involved in the whole as well. So yeah, I would say that it's a good fun movie. It's one that's worth watching, checking out. You might not want to watch the sequels, and from what I've heard, I think I've only seen the first two, but from what I've heard, they do get progressively worse. So yeah, maybe read the novelization instead that came out in 2020. That might be better. That was written by Christian Francis and published by Encyclopocalypse Publications. So you can always check that out if you want to get more of an idea before you watch the film. But yeah, that I think is me for this one, and we'll have another one tomorrow. We'll see which one we go for. If there's any horror films that I haven't reviewed yet and you want to get them in the last few before we get to the magic number 18, let us know in the comments. Obviously, don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out our normal show, Pod Show, which usually comes out about every month. And yeah, we shall see you on the next one.